So we've wound our way up into the mountains, up into the Caucasus, north of Tbilisi, to wait for the Azerbaijanis to consider our applications for a visa. Hopefully it doesn't take too long, but to be honest, this has been pretty spectacular. We're heading for Caspian, which is a town right up in the mountains, and it's basically the border with Russia. So you wouldn't believe it, we've made it this far to Tbilisi without a tin opener, and we've been relying on ring pulls so far, but now we're now going back to caveman-esque days, and we're just going for the old rock and chisel approach.
Sardines are going everywhere.
Yeah. This is a open and honest apology to Johan Duplessis for dragging him up this god-forsaken hill in this horrific weather, massive thunderstorms. It's been very nearly struck by lightning twice coming up, hitting the lampposts literally right beside us. Pretty terrifying.
What happened today? I nearly got hit. We both nearly got hit by lightning many times. Got absolutely pelted by hail and climbed a massive mountain and didn't have any food because there's no food and we had no money. And it was our rest day, which is exactly what you need on a rest day, isn't it? Wasn't my idea.
It's been a great rest day. I've thoroughly enjoyed it.
I also enjoyed it. Will almost died.
Did almost die. Why? When we rode past this yesterday, it's basically a killing field, and what we could gather from a couple of locals, basically you bring along your favourite sheep or goat, bring it up to this church for some reason, cut its throat, dice it up, and go and have a big dinner with your family. Absolutely stinks now though. It's just like blood and guts everywhere. Morning after.
Well, after a long week, we actually managed to get our Azerbaijan visas. Picked them up yesterday evening in Tbilisi. So just one left to get now, which is quite nice.
Casually having a little afternoon siesta under a tree on the side of the road, and then we got ambushed by these kids and their bikes, and now we've been turned into a local bike shop by pumping up their tyres. I think they might all have punctures, but anyway, we're showing goodwill. So we're just at the border, just about to leave Georgia, hooray, but quite a worrying message. Don't really know what to make of that.
Second day now in Azerbaijan, and we've gone over 6,000 kilometers, which means we are now over a quarter of the way to Miami. Does feel like a long way away still though. Will's not so well at the moment, so taking it a little bit more of a leisurely pace. Just trying to get down anything you can at the moment.
Interesting fact for you, 9 of the 11 climatic zones in the world exist in Azerbaijan. We've just come out of a fairly sort of like forested, lush, green area right up in the northwest, and we've just come down into this great big valley, all cropped, big reservoir here in front of us, and this, we're basically just traversing all the way along the edge of the Caucasus here, basically all the way down to Baku. Here he comes, smashing it like a big chief. And that over there, that big old road, that's where we're heading. I think it's got average gradient of about 12%. 5 kilometers, pretty much vertical. Yeah! This hill definitely wins. Worst hill of the trip so far. absolutely incredibly steep. This is what still got to go, about halfway up. As you can see, the pace isn't great. The sweat is something chronic. And I hope we reach the top. I hope we reach the top soon. I think it's fair to say we've arrived in the dry stuff in Azerbaijan. We've left the Caucasus behind us now. And this is the sort of terrain we're now into. 6,500 kilometres into our trip. There it is. Got the Caspian Sea in our sights. That's it, with the sun just shimmering on it in the distance. That's the road to Baku. We've also had the opportunity to make our first friend of the trip, another cycle tourist, a Brit cycle tourist called Tom, who we met on the side of the road. This is really good to have a proper conversation in fluent English with another person, just talking about all sorts. Made a real change from the usual simple, shouted, miming conversations with the locals that we have. So we got our own chauffeur around Baku with people staying just on our way to a bike shop and then the Uzbekistan embassy. And yeah, quite enjoying being in a car again for a while. This guy's a legend. It's his birthday today. This is how they drive in Baku. Getting jiggy with 'em.